Andy Murray has firmly established himself as one of the ATP World Tour's most elite players. The Great Britain is now a two-time Grand Slam champion, Olympic gold medal winner, and has 28 ATP World Tour titles to his name. Following back surgery at the end of last year, Murray is determined to make a strong start to the new season. It was in London last July that Murray finally ended 77 years of hurt when he was crowned Wimbledon champion. That moment will stay with him forever.
It's easy to say, oh, it was only 10, 15 minutes, but it was some of the most stressful, minutes of my life, and so much pressure I'd put on myself. I was shaking, in the last game, and it probably took a bit of its toll on me. As it happened on the court, I was obviously very happy, extremely excited, but then it kind of hit me, and it was, all that weight of expectation was kind of gone, but massive relief to have finally done it.
To be in the commentary box and see him, achieve that was fantastic, and the way that his career has really unfolded. He was the best junior in the world, sort of all the way growing up. He made a pretty fast rise up the rankings, but he's in a very, very difficult generation with Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. To lose his first 4 Grand Slam finals and then finally win at the US Open in 2012, I think was a big stepping stone for him, winning Wimbledon in 2013.
Following the US Open in September, Andy decided the time had come for back surgery on a long-standing injury that had turned into something more complex and needed to be addressed.
My back was becoming a problem. I was having to adjust training sessions. I wasn't able to practice as much, and I've done a lot of physical work the last few years, and it's been a huge part of my game, and I didn't feel like physically I was able to compete like I wanted to, and that was why I took the decision to have the back surgery. The few weeks after the surgery, I was actually okay. I was watching some of the tennis. I wasn't missing it that much, but then towards the end of the year, when I was watching the tournaments, I was like, I actually really, really like to be there. And it's not until you're away from it that you realise how much you miss and just enjoy being around a tennis tournament.
And he's come back and worked hard, as we've all seen in Miami, which he likes to do. He thrives on that atmosphere. He's got himself in very good physical shape, played a couple of matches already.
He won his 2 big triumphs, the US Open and Wimbledon, during that period when he had that back trouble, and you do wonder, he could be better than ever.
Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, action and reaction to the conclusion of the first Grand Slam of 2014, the Australian Open. And don't write me off, Swiss legend Roger Federer on why 2014 can be his bounce-back year. Don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news, and talk with us on Facebook and Twitter in English and Spanish. See you next week.